There's this feeling from a lot of us that the mind is kind of like an enemy, and that I think the reason that that comes up like that a lot of the time is because we don't plan for what's happening in the mind, and because we can get going on a lot of the mind has a lot of momentum. So there's four parts of the mind. There's our sense of identity, which we need. And in the yoga tradition, that ego, this would be the ego identification. It's not considered a bad thing. It's considered something that's very positive. We need to know who we are, and we need, we need to know our thoughts and our mind, our personality, our body. We need to know if we're hungry. How would we know that? So that's just a very practical sense. Obviously, the ego and the identification with that layer of us, the body and the personality and the mind, has to be worked with in order to get beyond it. But the actual sense of identity is considered to be a good thing. Then we have the two layers of thoughts, which we just referred to in the sheaths. So there's the regular thoughts, just the thoughts that are coming through our mind, our thought stream. And then there's the higher level of our mind, which is our intuition and wisdom. And then the storehouse of memories is what gets us really in trouble, because we have our mind, just our whole system draws on what we've learned to date in life. And if we have associations that are negative or traumatic, then they tend to have a lot of energy behind them. And that drives a lot of the thought stream. So the fact that we have this kind of big storehouse of memories is a good thing to know. It explains some of how the mind works. But it also, when we're doing spiritual practices like mantra or meditation, then that storehouse gradually clears out. And when we're doing living inquiries, for instance, and Scott talks about the Velcro effect, and associations, which are images and words, are being stored in the body along with sensation, then those start to release. And this is what is starting to clear out. We have a storehouse of memories that now might feel quite intense, but as time goes on and we work with those, and they become less intense. We don't identify with them as much. They don't seem like they're us the way they might before.